Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to our class. I'm your instructor Adil Raza and today we have to learn our SLO from grade 6. It's our unit 12. So let's find out what our today's SLO is about. Our today's SLO is about the competency of grammar. It's our lecture 1B and the main topic of this SLO is transitional devices. So let's find out what the SLO is. The SLO states that explain functions of different transitional devices used for reason, because, as, for, purpose, so that, in order to, so as to, place, where, whenever, choice, either or neither or nor. So our SLO is actually concerned on the transitional devices and their different functions or different types. In this lecture, we will learn about the transitional devices and then the transitional devices which used to show the purpose and the place. So these are the two things which we have to cover in this lecture along the transitional devices. So in this SLO, in this lecture, we will learn what the transitional devices are and how transitional devices are used to convey the purpose and how the transitional devices are used to tell about the place of something. So this is what we have to learn in this lecture. Here is the vertical linkage. So let's go further. Here we have a brainstorming session. So let's do brainstorm. What is the prompt? The prompt states that think about the words which are used to connect the ideas. So students, you have read about the connectors, the connecting words, but in language there are used some words which work as the connectors of the ideas, the connectors of the logic, the connectors of the cause and effects. So these are the connectors, these are the connecting words which are called the, what we can say the transitional devices, because they transit one idea to the second, because they bring the stance from one idea to second, they start a new thing with the legacy of the previous thing. So these are the transitional devices, these are the connecting devices which are used to maintain logic and logical order in the text. So let's find out what the transitional devices are. Transitional devices are words or phrases that help to connect ideas, sentences, and paragraphs in a coherent and logical way. They guide the reader through the text, indicating relationship between different parts such as cause and effect, contrast, addition, and sequence. So transitional devices are actually the words or phrases that help to connect the ideas. So this is the transitional devices are. So let's find out transitional devices for different purposes. So firstly, we have the category transitional devices for purpose. So how transitional devices connect the idea with its purpose, how they connect the reason and the purpose, the cause and effect. Let's find out. These devices indicate the reason or purpose behind an action or an idea, like, so that, in order to, as to, for the purpose, for this reason, with this mind. So these are the transitional devices for purpose, and how they use, let's find out in these exemplary sentences. She studied hard, so it's an idea, it's an act. Why this is happening? So that she could pass the exam. So what will happen in the result of this action? She could pass the exam. So this transitional devices actually used to connect these two ideas. It is the action and it is the effect. So this is how these transitional devices are used to connect the different ideas, the action and its effect, the thing and the purpose. Here we have the second example. He left early. So it's an thing, it's a sentence that one is left early, one go to his office, maybe he left for his office or something like that. Why he left early? What is the reason? In order to avoid the traffic. So here the transitional device again make a link with the cause of an action, with the purpose of an action. Why he left early? Because what is the purpose of leaving early? Because he want to avoid the traffic, and here, in order to is actually work as a transitional device. So I hope you guys have understand how transitional devices for purpose are used in writing or in language. Let's go further. Here we have the second type, transitional device for place. The transitional devices also indicate the place of a thing. These devices indicate location or spatial relationship between ideas and objects. So let's find out what type of words or phrases are used as the transitional devices for place. Near, above, below, beside, beyond, next to, behind, in front, where, here, there, on the other side, and so on, etc. So here the example, the book is on the table. So here this is actually a, what it is a transitional device for place, because it is telling about the place of the book. The book is next to lamp, the book is on the table, it tells the position of the book with regard of table. And now where on the table? The book is on the table next to lamp, because next to and on the table both are telling the place of the book, the location of the book. That's why these both are working as transitional devices for place. Here we have the second example. She stood behind the curtain waiting for her cure. So behind is actually telling about the position of someone who is waiting for her cure, and she is standing behind the curtain waiting for doctor or someone who will cure him. So this is her, sorry. So these are the transitional devices for place, and that's how they use to indicate the location and place of a thing, of a person, or of any object. So I hope you guys have understand. So use your understanding of the transitional devices and transitional devices for purpose and for place to attempt this classroom activity. Let's go further. Here we have a simulation link. This simulation is also based on transitional devices. So kindly go through this video. It will also help you to understand the concept in a better way. Here is a worksheet. Pause this video and kindly attempt this worksheet according to the knowledge of the SLO. Let's go further. Here we have a homework. In this homework, what you have to do? You have to write a passage using different transitional devices. The topic of the passage is written there. So kindly do this homework as well. Here we have a resource pack. This resource pack is associated with, you can access this resource pack through the description box of this video, or the QR codes which are placed on your book. This resource pack will help you to achieve your SLOs in a good manner. So I hope you guys have understand what the transitional devices are, how transitional devices are used for different purposes, to indicating place or to indicating purpose of anything. If you find any issue, any question, you can ask in the comment section and ask from your teacher as well. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.